Your heart is the most precious part of your body. Look after it.
As we grow, then this fat starts depositing.
A heart bypass is not the complete solution for cardiac problems.
The blockages can come down if you will do proper diet.
Doctors advise non-surgical cardiac treatments like yoga for the heart. Attack the heart attack before it attacks you. VCD available only on Venus.
सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते.
I am Byebye Chatterjee. I am a director at the Institute of Preventive Cardiology. I am here to introduce our heart, the God's most beautiful creation, and the lady par excellence, Dr. Pratiksha Nam Joshi, the first women preventive cardiologist of India. She has dedicated her profession to the well-being of the people through a healthy heart. A good heart forever determines good health. Heart is an emotive quality of our life. We use the word heart to express our feelings, emotions, passions, sentiments, love, joy. But at the same time, our physical and our mental well-being also depends on our physiology of the heart. Friends, this heart, which is so important to us, is what we need to take care of. Often we do not. Thus, we lead to severe chest pains, heart diseases, heart attacks. Friends, can't we prevent this? Can't we save ourselves from heart attack? Yes, we can. The solution is Dr. Pratiksha Nam Joshi. She is an MBBS from KM Hospital, Mumbai, an MD, a gold medalist in post-graduation. She is an expert trainer in yoga, meditation, and other alternate therapies of medicine. She is the founder director of the Institute of Preventive Cardiology. The Institute of Preventive Cardiology is dedicated to the mission of preventing heart attacks, reversing heart disease without the use of costly invasive surgeries. She and her husband also owns a 50-bedded multi-speciality hospital in Juhu Scheme, Mumbai. She, in her lifetime, has saved millions. So friend, watch her, understand her, listen to her as she says, attack the heart attack before it attacks you.
Welcome to the seminar on preventing heart attacks and reversing heart diseases, organized by Institute of Preventive Cardiology. Few years ago, at our hospital in ICCU, a patient named Sopan Gaikwad was admitted with a heart attack. On admission, he was very serious and his blood pressure had dropped and almost on the verge of dying because of the complications of heart attack. We treated him for almost 10 to 12 days, and after that, routinely, as all of the conventional doctors, sent him for an angiography. After doing angiography, he was told that if he doesn't do bypass surgery, he will die in 10 days. He came back to our clinic and just started crying. He cried that I just have got 1.5 to 2 lakhs rupees remaining and I have to get my daughters married, my son's education and my retired money. So now how can I live my life? It's better to die. And this really touched me and I felt, where is this medical science leading to? Me being a trained teacher in yoga and meditation, apart from being an MD doctor, I thought of giving him an alternative path. And the path-breaking research of Dr. D. Nornish had already proved that you can reverse heart diseases. I started the journey of this program through Sopan Gaikwad. With the success rate coming up, we couldn't individually cater to, and then we thought of starting Institute of Preventive Cardiology as a separate institute to cater to the prevention of heart attacks. The mission of Institute of Preventive Cardiology is preventing heart attacks, reversing heart diseases, early detection, that is very important, and then we are giving non-invasive treatment through holistic approaches, and we want to avoid premature deaths due to heart attacks. There has been increasing number of heart surgeries being done, but there has not been a single center in the entire country which has been absolutely dedicated for prevention of heart diseases. The mission of this institute is to prevent heart attacks, reverse heart diseases through continuous education, early detection and non-invasive holistic treatment, thereby reducing the incidence of coronary artery diseases and preventing premature death. If you look at this picture, you can see this is how our heart looks. It is the size of a fist, weighing around 250 to 300 grams, and this is the outer structure where this is the main pipe which is known as aorta, supplying to the whole body. This is the right side artery, what we call the right coronary artery, and this is the left side which is coming in the front, that is left anterior descending, and one goes behind. God has given us such a powerful organ, a powerful pump. How are we abusing it? How are we not taking care of it properly? And how do this whole disease develop that in spite of being given the world's best pump, as per the, no engineers can match this kind of pump. In spite of having this best pump, why these emergencies are being created? This coronary artery disease, that is blockages in the artery, and how these blockages are developed, how this heart attack sets in, because to understand this, then only the prevention is possible. If we don't understand how the disease is caused, then prevention is not possible. So if we want to prevent a heart attack, it is very important to know that how the heart attack is caused. Let us look into what is coronary artery disease. Now coronary arteries are the arteries which are supplying blood to your heart. There are three main coronary arteries, the right side, which is this, and the another one is this left vein which divides into two, one in the front and one goes behind. Thus, there are three main arteries which supply blood to the heart. Now, what do I mean by blockages? When there is excess of cholesterol which gets deposits in these arterial walls, then these blockages are created. Now, let us understand the more details. How does this blockages develop? If you will see, these arteries are like pipes. If I cut them in between, this is what you see. At birth, we are given clear arteries. As we grow, then this fat starts depositing. A research was done in UK, that is England, in which the children who had died in accidents, the car accidents, their postmortem was done, and they were in the age group of 18 to 21 years. In them also, there were around 30 to 40% blocks which were there. So then this whole concept of preventive cardiology came in, that when a person gets heart attack, that is a complete blockage, that is 100% blockage, that is the terminal stage of the entire disease process. And slowly and steadily as the disease advances, the blockages also advances. Now when I talk of reversal, then what is happening in this is that the way, because of the irregular lifestyle, the blockages which were deposited, the same way the blockages can come down if you will do proper diet and exercise and stress management. So this is the whole concept of reversal, and this is how the blockages are developed. It has been estimated that by the year 2015, 34% of all the deaths is going to take place because of this disease. Now we are seeing that almost 30% of the cases are in the age groups of this 25 to 35. People, it is very sad to see that the age of the marriage, which is 27-28 years, have already undergone a bypass surgery or a angioplasty, and that is at the age of marriage. So we can avoid these premature problems which are occurring in our society through understanding these risk factors of the disease and knowing about the disease, so we can avoid it. That's why we have put stress top on the list. As I told you, again I am repeating and I am emphasizing on it, because stress is a major killer. So even if you don't have any other factors like cholesterol or blood pressure or diabetes, living a stressful life is good enough to get you a heart problem. Many people are having familial tendencies to have higher levels of cholesterol. Another important reason for high cholesterol is your diet. A non-vegetarian diet is higher in cholesterol, and a vegetarian diet, if it is with fried foods, is also a rich source of cholesterol. Now one important thing which you have to understand is that the cholesterol is manufactured in your body also by your liver. So if you are going to eat any of the excess cholesterol, it starts getting deposited in your arteries. Lack of exercise is also one of the important risk factors for heart problems. People always say that my doctor has told me to take one peg, and they find it a reason to have it. I will tell you a joke out here, where there was a group of people whom an enthusiastic doctor like me was addressing about giving up alcohol. Now when the doctor took a glass of alcohol, okay, and he put an earthworm in it. The earthworm crushed to death, and then the doctor asked, what did you understand? Then the group of people said, दारू पीने से कीड़े मर जाते हैं. That is, when you drink alcohol, the worms are killed. Now this is what happens. पीने वाले को पीने का बहाना चाहिए. If you want to drink, you will find reasons. But understand one thing which is very important, that alcohol also is not good for the heart. Like routinely the story is that if a person is climbing the bridge on the station, he feels this discomfort or breathlessness or palpitations, and when he sits on the platform, he feels that he is better. He feels that, okay, now I am aging, my hair is growing white, I am a father of 2-3 children, and that's why this is happening. But he is never able to correlate that this could be the symptoms of a heart problem. So these early warning signals are very important for each and every person to understand, because this could be the signals of a heart problem, and the detection can be done by the different tests which are available. This is what we call the ECG, that is a cardiogram, which all of you are aware. This is a basic simple test to know your heart rate, that is how many times the heart is beating, whether it is regular or irregular. But one important thing is that a normal cardiogram does not mean that you don't have any blockages. Now when a common man sees such kind of a report, he is literally scared to death, because he feels that if there are 80-90% blockages, how is he going to live? And he is routinely told that if he does not undergo a surgery, then he is likely to die of a heart attack, and that surgery is pushed in as a major emergency. Let us look at some angiography reports and understand about what are the invasive treatments which are possible to improve the blood flow. If you look at this angiography report over here, You will see a 90% block over there. These are the blockages when the patient is told that if you won't do an angioplasty, then you will get a heart attack immediately or you may even die. Now this is one of our patients, Mr. Shah, who had undergone the program, and in spite of this 90% block over here, just within the 1 year of the treatment, his pumping heart rate, which was around 25%, improved to 35 to 40% after 1 year of this reversal program without undergoing angioplasty. Let's see few other cases. If you see such kind of cases where the 3 main vessels are seen, on angiography you can see this right side, left main, this left side which goes behind, and the one in the front. Now if there are blockages on all the 3 arteries but a little lesser on 2 and more on 1, these are very dicey cases. When they go and meet a surgeon, they say that do a surgery because all the 3 arteries are blocked, and when they go to the people who have done angioplasty, then they say just take care of this 99% block, other 2 are okay, just leave them alone. And then the person gets really confused whether to go in for a surgery or an angioplasty. This is a case study of Mr. Balsara, and he, with even this 99% block, he didn't do anything, didn't do bypass surgery, didn't do angioplasty, just started this program of reversing heart disease, which I will be describing later, and he is now living a normal life without any kind of surgeries. If you see, this is the blood supply of your heart. There are millions and millions of smaller vessels which are there, which are not seen on the angiography report. If you see this report, you can see only the major blood vessels. You cannot see the smaller blood vessels which are there if you will compare it. If you see this angiography report, there is a 100% block over here, 70% over there, and you will see there are so many multiple blockages. Looking at this angiography report, a person will get scared. But here if you see on cartography, where we estimate the blood flow, it is absolutely normal. So these are the cases where we know that the blockages are there in the arteries, but if your smaller arteries, which I showed you the diagram before, that if your all the millions of smaller arteries are working well, then even though your major arteries are blocked, you don't have to worry. And when we are talking of reversing the heart diseases, we are going to the root cause of the disease, and that's why we are able to reduce all the unnecessary medications which are taken, like the anti-cholesterol drugs. Like anti-cholesterol drugs have a lot of liver side effects, and when we are on a proper lifestyle management program of a correct diet, exercise and managing stress, without taking the cholesterol drugs, we are able to keep the cholesterol levels under control. So one has to understand that allopathic medications are used in our program also, but we see to it that we keep the dosages to the minimum and only what is required, and we cut down all the unnecessary medications which, unlike routinely, the patients are often asked to follow. Looking into a case study where you will see here there is a 100% block over in the right side, then a stent was put in. The problem with the stent is ultimately it is a foreign body made of a metal. Now here if you see Mr. Agarwal, within 3 months the stent got blocked, again 90% block was in there, and he was advised another angioplasty with a stent inside a stent. So, and after putting the second angioplasty also, again experiencing chest pain. Now, after following the reversing heart diseases program from last 2 years, his chest pain has been completely relieved in spite of all this being done. With the research studies which have been done, and what we have also done the research studies, we have seen that 80% of the people can be treated without undergoing all these invasive surgeries of angioplasties and bypass. These are the proven cases and track record which we have with us, not only of the people who have got a heart problem, but it is of all the normal people, because as I showed you in the previous slides that the blockages are developing from your teen age, is to basically create an awareness about the prevention of heart diseases. And after this we offer 2 days workshops and programs to cater to your individual needs and how to individually change your lifestyles so that you have minimum risk for getting a heart problem. Here I would like to mention about Dr. Dean Ornish. He is the world famous cardiologist and the first MD doctor in the world to prove that you can treat heart diseases without patients undergoing costly surgeries of angioplasty and bypass. He has written this famous book of reversing heart disease, which is quite popular, and his research was published in the Journal of American Medical Association. What he did was, he picked up a group of patients who were advised this surgery and he made them undergo the lifestyle changes program for a period of 1 year. What he did was simply gave them medicines, along with that low fat, high fiber vegetarian diet, regular exercise, stress management. He made them meditate, gave up smoking, the patients gave up smoking, and after 1 year he repeated the angiographies of those patients and he found that almost 10 to 15% blockages were reduced in a span of 1 year. Now one will find that this 10-15% is quite low, but one has to understand that when we are talking of angioplasty also, we are treating only the cases who are 70% and more. So even if you are having blockages of 80-90%, if you reduce by 10-15%, it amounts to a lot of increase in your blood supply. And second aspect is, with regular exercise, all your smaller arteries are going to open up and improve the blood flow to your heart. We are having the Indianized version because Indians are having a typically different eating patterns and living patterns. So what we have done over here is, we have adopted the program, we have adopted the principles, and we have based our program on Dr. Dean Ornish's program, and we have Indianized this whole version. In this program, there are the 4 principles which we focus upon. That is, first is your diet, your stress management, third, yoga. Yoga goes to the root cause of the disease which is there and thereby helps us in reversing the problem.
कर्म कारण मुच्यते योगा रूढ़स्य तस्सैव शमः कारण मुच्यते यदा हि नेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्व नुषज्यते सर्व संकल्प सन्यासी योगा रूढ़स तदोच्यते.
Sukh means happiness and asan means posture. This is very important meditative posture which we should always do before beginning of any yoga practice. Reversing heart diseases through lifestyle changes of correct diet, exercise, stress management and yoga, which will not only make their heart strong but also the body strong, the mind strong, make the whole family strong, because when you are happy and cheerful and go back home, then not only you smile but the entire family smiles.
Your heart is the most precious part of your body. Look after it.
As we grow, then this fat starts depositing.
A heart bypass is not the complete solution for cardiac problems.
The blockages can come down if you will do proper diet.
Doctors advise non-surgical cardiac treatments like yoga for the heart. Attack the heart attack before it attacks you. VCD available only on Venus.